Here's my 2020 Yamaha Wolverine X4. I've only had it about a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. I've only ridden it once. So today I put on some different wheels and tires, and I figured I'd just show a quick overview of that, see what you guys think. Wheels and tires are directly from Yamaha's website. I looked around at all sorts of different aftermarket stuff, and after looking at these, not that I'm one of those guys that thinks you have to get everything from Yamaha, but I just really liked the wheel and tire setup, honestly. It's an MSA wheel, and it's actually specific to Yamaha. I couldn't find it anywhere else. So this M25 style was only offered through Yamaha, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a satin black. And then that is an EFX Motoclaws tire. I mean, it's got some pretty deep lugs on it. It's an 8-ply radial, DOT approved. That was an important thing for me. And then this setup, for the guys that are wondering that have Yamaha Wolverines, this is a 28 10 14. So, and it's square setup all the way around. The wheel is a 14-inch wheel, 7 inches wide, and it's a +10, I believe, offset. So it's a square setup, so I can swap them back and forth. It actually makes the overall unit 62 inches wide in the front and 59 and some change, I believe, in the rear. Sorry, I'm setting down my tripod. So that shows kind of the front of it there. Haven't even pulled it out of the garage yet to see how it rides. I did get the Yamaha brand. I got the Yamaha clutch kit, intended for bigger wheels and tires, direct from Yamaha. There's a few different brands out there. There's Hunter Works, I believe it's called, and something else. I'm not super familiar with it. I just went with the Yamaha one. So changes the stance quite a bit. Actually, it may not even fit out of the garage now. So that'll be interesting. I actually did check it, but it's awfully close. So that's the overall. It is a little bit more narrow in the back. See if I can show you how it doesn't stick out past the fender at all. The stock unit, I believe, was exactly 60 inches. So this one is just a hair more narrow in the back now, which I'm not a super big fan of. I know that you can get a wheel offset for the rear. A lot of guys are doing that, but I didn't do that. At least not yet. Figure I could add it later if I wanted to. But let me grab a tape measure and let's just see how this thing came out. So the original height of this thing was 10.7 or 11 inches, depending on if you're looking at specs or actually measuring it yourself. So let's just take a look here. I am at 12 and a half. So that's not bad. Now these are self-leveling shocks, obviously, so it could be sagging. I picked the whole unit up on jack stands and set it down, so maybe after it levels out it'd be a little bit higher or a little bit lower. But 12 and a half gives a little bit more ground clearance, which is nice. About 1.5 inches or so. And I assume it'll be the same in the front, so there's no point in measuring that. I've not actually turned the wheel to see how it goes, but because this is offered through Yamaha, I shouldn't have any rubbing issues. No rubbing issues there. It definitely gets closer there. You can see there's not a ton of clearance. Try looking down. Oh, you can't see that. Let me adjust the camera here. There we go. So there's clearance. It feels like about an inch, which should be plenty if you're packing the tires full of snow or something. Maybe it'll give you some fits, but should change the way this thing rides for sure. And I'm curious to see what it does to the power and everything else. Top speed, all that stuff will change a little bit. But there's a quick review of the wheel and tire package on a Wolverine X4. This is a 2020. Keep in mind the 2020 is updated rear swing arm. In the 2018 and 2019, it was actually 2 inches closer here. It was offset 2 inches closer, so they had some fitment issues. So guys were running 27s or 28s and getting awfully close. So now I've got plenty of clearance there. It changed the overall wheelbase by 1.5 inches, I think, something like that. So this is a 2020 model, and 28s fit a little bit better. So there you go. I'll let you guys know what I think about the tire, the noise, how it handles, traction, durability, lifespan, that sort of thing. But wanted to show you.